Hey, I love that one video that you and Jennifer did of her. She's hanging to the sunroof. I was like cracking up laughing. These girls are too crazy. We're in trouble. Yeah, they are. And I got half in trouble over here. I know. Let me give my last one. Oh, they're air tags. I have more. I'll bring more. Thank you so much. What am I teaching her? That's not on, right?
What?
Justin?
It's on.
It's right?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me?
I told you you could start.
Oh, my bad, I'm sorry. Okay, so obviously.
If I go, you don't have to like start. You can start whenever you want.
Oh, okay, I didn't know. Shoot, well, thanks for giving me the heads up. It's been a while, you know? Shoot, it's been a long time. Okay, so thank you for coming to the class. I'm glad it's like this because this is where we're gonna start, but we're gonna move it back and mosey it back to the training room at the champion's office. Okay, so I started with Business Foundations Bootcamp because let's be realistic, guys. No one ever wants to talk about the reality of numbers or the reality of our business. And if we're considered business owners, that's where we have to start. Fundamentals and foundation is everything. And when it comes down to it, if we don't know how to have foundation within our business, then how is our business going to thrive or is it going to collapse? Likelihood it's going to collapse, right? So because we're a small group, which I like, then there's more opportunity to ask questions or just to brainstorm. And you have your pamphlets here. So we're going to go through 29 pages within the hour. It's not that bad, but it's something that there's a little bit of worksheets in there or things that you can work on your own time, but we can also do it right here really quick. So let's talk about developing a thriving mindset for your business. So as we go through this, we have to achieve work-life balance and a great personal life. Are we able to do that? Have we been able to do that, or has it been hard to do that? I mean, me personally, it's been a little bit hard because I've always been a working person. Always work, then personal comes second. Now, for those of you, you guys know that I'm not married, I don't have children, so it's always been work. But then as time goes by, then, you know, I have my mom that I take care of, and then I can't forget about her. So when we talk about foundations in our business, now we have to find a way to balance everything out. Why? Because it'll help one with the other, and then you won't feel lost and you won't feel scattered. I want to talk about 2025. What was so great about 2025, guys? Can you think of anything? Was 2025 even great? Let's just be realistic. Was 2025 the year? 2025, was it great in business?
Well, my numbers were better than in 2024.
Better than 2024. Okay, so for you, it was better than 2024. How about you?
Normal. It wasn't that bad, but it
Normal.
not good, not too good.
Okay.
It was my first year in the business, so.
Okay. So you're getting your feet wet.
Yeah.
Okay. So 2025 for me, I saw it was great, but then I saw kind of, that's why I say, let's be realistic. I don't want to say, hey, I sell 25 homes within a year, but in reality, I don't know. Let's be realistic about the numbers. They said that in 2025, maybe like 90% of agents were only able to close maybe one deal. Can anybody survive on one deal? We know how much prices are here in California, but now let's talk about United States. Let's talk about a scope of things. In the United States, do you think anybody can survive on one deal? No. So how are they living? We don't know how they're living, but they're trying to survive or trying to keep afloat. But in reality, they're sinking. Now, there's a reason why things may have not gone so well. And it comes down to your foundations in your business. What are they and what are you doing? So the main concepts on this is we have to think about productivity and then our busy work life. And what we may think that's what we're busy is not really busy. It's non-productive things that we're doing. So Dave Lineker says you play better golf with better golfers. Okay. So your real estate, you do better in real estate when you do what? When you network with great real estate agents, thriving real estate agents that are producing, right? What happens if you're in an office and you're in a group setting and one of those agents are not doing so well? Do you know how like energy carries and it shifts? They always say it's a one bad apple, but I don't want to say it's a bad apple because no one's bad. But it's just that energy that's always like very low that can affect everybody else. True or not true? Okay, so if we're doing that, most people will not move forward or progress in their real estate habits, correct? So what is it that we have to do? Well, you have to show up. You have to show up for the day, and you have to set your I always say you have to set your schedule for the week. And I've always said this before, and I've said it time and time again. Are we doing it? Possibly not. Why? Because we forget. The other thing that we do is that we got so caught up into our schedules or into other classes that we think are so important, but the fundamentals start with you, okay? So as you consider what's the most important thing that surrounds you, surrounding yourself amongst great people within the business will help. Correct? True or not? Okay. Do we want to do that? Do we want to hang around with people that don't produce? No. But at the same time, we do want to be able to talk to others and brainstorm. So if you haven't done that, if you haven't tried that right now, you may want to try it and start talking to others that are in the business and see, hey, what is it that they're doing to thrive? Maybe they're doing a little bit of brainstorm. Maybe they have a little group session. And then we also have to think about our activities that we're doing. Okay, guys? Okay. So let's talk about limited versus unlimited beliefs. This is going to be on page 10, guys. In your limited and unlimited beliefs, sometimes when we think about limited beliefs is what's the first thing that we think of, especially as we get older, that we can't keep up with. I think of this. Technology. We can't keep up. Okay, what's the big thing right now? AI. Okay. And has anybody tried AI?
Not as much as I would like to.
I love AI. I love AI. I think it's the best thing ever. I did not want to like dive into AI because I'm thinking, no, that's a waste of my time. Let me tell you, AI saves time, okay? So when it comes down to limited beliefs, what are a couple of things that we have to hear? So here's a couple of things that we're gonna talk about. See, it says here, I'm too old to adopt new technology. Seems to be the case. As we get older in the business, or as we get more into the business as the years go by, I don't want to say as we get older, as we get seasoned, AI has come into play and people are gonna say, no, I'm too old for that. Or, you know what I do still works for me. Does it? No, right? Number two, I'm too young to gain the respect of more experienced people. I'm gonna throw that over to Rebecca because you might think that because you just got into the business or you had your first year last year, right? So you're like probably thinking, you know what? Oh no, but they've been in the business for X amount of years, or they've closed like 30 billion in sales, and you're like, I don't know if I'll be able to get up to that point. No, you have, but that's a limited belief. Or here's one that I've heard from another agent: I'm not smart enough to run a team. Has anybody ever wanted to have a team? Any of you guys want to ever have a team? Why not?
I don't know.
Never thought of it? Well, I've had an agent that has come to me and said, oh, I'm gonna call this agent out of respect because I love her. Jing Chen, when she came to our office, she came up to West Covina office. I asked her, have you ever thought, because she has amazing numbers. Have you ever thought of having a team? And she's like, no, I think it's too hard. I don't think I'll be able to do it. Mind you, at that time, she was doing 17 mil in residential, I believe 15 mil in commercial, both. So I was like, wow, imagine if she had a team. Okay, so now let's pan down. This is years ago. Now, I think she's been with us maybe 4 years, 4 or 5 years. I love her, but I find her, she has a large team. She's in this county, she's in this county, and she's in this county. She has her arms, I say, like, you know how an octopus has 8 things? Okay. That's like how she is. She's thrived so well in the business that she's been able to build a team, but she had to build it on foundations and had to figure out how she was able to go into do it. So the limited belief of no, I can't, now we gotta change it to yes, I can. Okay, so as we go to the limited belief, we're thinking about that. Go to page 10 if you're not on there already. Let's turn those limited beliefs into unlimited beliefs. So look at the bottom where it says, I'm too old to adopt new technology. That will become, I have the ability to learn new things that will help me in life. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. What's an unlimited belief that you guys may have? Have you thought about it?
I think we can learn anything, you know, as long as you want.
As soon as we have someone
Yeah.
to teach us.
As soon as you have the tools.
Everyone
Okay.
can learn.
So how about if you don't know or don't have a person to teach or get taught from? What do?
Look for it, but that's why we're gonna come to the class.
Well, thank you very much. Okay, so you see how I don't think I can adapt to the new technology. It's, I have the ability to learn new things that will help me in life. Okay, so what I want to say is don't sell yourself too short and don't shorten your opportunities. If there's something that you want to learn, you got to find the tools to be able to learn them. Okay, so don't limit. Let's have unlimited beliefs so that it'll help you. Okay, let's move on. Let's go to reframing your, okay, actually, go to page 11. It says there, and obviously, when you get a chance, write 5 limited beliefs you possess. In this case, I'll ask you to just write 1. What's a main limited belief that you possess? I'll give you some time. Because I'm also going to participate in this too. Let me know when you guys are done. And don't cheat. Stop asking. Her limited belief is not yours. Oh my God. It's like you're taking a test where you're like, what is the answer?
She's gonna put me to.
You guys are fun. I knew I could crack up with you guys. Oh, you please write that down. That one's yours, huh? Don't tell her. And you know what? It doesn't even have to be in business. How about in general?
Oh, yeah. Like, I think it's an excuse.
Write it down. Write it
I
down.
did.
Write it down. Write it down. Write it down.
I did.
Okay.
Excuse,
Elliot?
I usually said I don't have time, but if you make the time, you can do it.
Oh, we'll touch on that. Elliot, what's yours?
Okay, I think when I get too busy, I just focus on whatever my transaction, and I leave the other
Everything
near
else.
future.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes, I was thinking of that.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's easy to do. Yeah, I think everybody struggles with that a little bit. Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Did you write it down?
No.
I'm writing one of, because I've got 5. So.
Yes, at least write 1. Do me the favor of please helping me with 1, okay? And then, okay, so, there's been a couple. One of them has been, okay, I mean, this is off the, the real estate thing, but it does help. And it goes back to time. I don't have time to go to the gym. That has always been my excuse. I can't go at that time. My excuse is, I can't go at that time. I don't have time. I can't wake up that early. No, that's too much. So, and then we'll talk about how we fix that. Because now I'm text messaging my title rep at like 4:30 in the morning because I got the time. Okay, you ready? You ready, Rebecca? What's yours?
Oh, so this is something that I've like kind of been struggling with. I need a budget for like my marketing. And sometimes I'm like, do I? I mean, of course you do, but it's kind of an excuse, right? To not go out there and like door knock or, post on social media, like all that is free. I can
And you're
market
good with that.
myself.
You are very good at
Yeah,
that.
so lately, that's what I've been telling myself, like, I need to make more money so that I can have more, a better budget, so I can make better videos or, but then I'm like, I think I'm lying to myself a little bit.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And then we'll discuss that one. Okay. So you came up with, you don't have time?
When I'm too busy.
Oh, you're too busy. You're just focused on that.
Yeah, in the transaction.
So how do you make that an unlimited belief?
That I have time.
That you have time?
Yeah.
But what
I
are you,
have time.
but what are you gonna do to make sure that you take care of everything else?
Just when the stress came for the transaction, just try to leave it alone, that stress, and get focused that those transactions is gonna close and focus on the new ones.
Okay, so piece of advice, you know what I learned from some agents, that even some seasoned agents, you know what they do? They put on their, we all have iPhones, right? They have a timer, or they have a do not disturb button. I love the do not disturb button. The only ones I can get through the phone line are my favorites or my contacts that are my emergency contacts. So I put the do not disturb button, and during that time that I'm dealing with everything else, I don't get overwhelmed on a transaction, which I know how that is because I just got overwhelmed on one just recently, and it was just bombarding.
Yeah.
I put the do not disturb button so that I'm able to focus on everything else, and then I'm able to breathe, and then I'm able to, undo the do not disturb button, or I have a timer or an alarm that I during this time to this time, I'm focused only on this. Any phone or any text messages or any phone calls or emails, because all of that consumes time and it's not productive time. It's basically doing your errands. That during that time, what I do, I'll do that towards the end of the day. It might sound like no, but don't do it towards the end of the day. But here's the thing: I'm focused on what's greater in the beginning. I set that boundary, which is what you would need to do, a boundary, because it's like great example. It's like when mom has children. She has to tend to her kids first, right? She can't go to the supermarket or go and go pick up something. Why? Because the kids have to get what? They have to get clean. They have to be fed. They have to be bathed. If she were to skip all of that and did everything else, then she's gonna forget about her kid. The kid is going to end up crying. And then all sorts of things may happen. Even the neighbor might say, hey, I'm gonna call CPS and take your kid away. We don't want that. So what we do is we have to create boundaries. So that would be creating a boundary so that you're able to have everything, like you're controlling everything, but able to limit the distractions so they're able to move forward with that. What's yours?
I think plan my week and don't change it for other things unless it's really important.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I love that one.
Yeah.
I love that one. Because what do we end up doing? We end up changing it for stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Unproductive stuff. Stuff that during that, so I think of our jobs is not a 9-to-5 job. It's not. But what I love about our job is the fact that we have the flexibility of doing a lot of things. However, my personal mindset, and I could be incorrect because everybody does everything differently. My personal mindset is that my job is a 9-to-5 job, and I'll tell you why. Because right by 5 o'clock or after 5 o'clock, I want to cut off at a certain time. Why? Because my time and my personal time is just as important as my business time. I'm not going to do the voicemail of, I'll get back to you at, the day after. I hate it when agents do that. Oh, if you call me on a Sunday, I'm not gonna respond until the next business day. And if you have any questions, or if this may be an emergency, call 911. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, no. But my time is valuable, so I have to respect my time. So I think that's important. Respect your time, have your boundary, have your schedule, but make sure you go about it. If it's not productive to your business, because you have to remember, this is a foundation. Your business, you're a business owner. You have to go back to the mindset or the question. How does this affect my work? Is it gonna allow me to continue with my work? If it doesn't, you need to scrap it and say, you know what, not at this time, maybe at this time. Okay. Rebecca? We did the whole marketing thing.
I think I struggle with cutting off like, I keep thinking it's late at night and I'm still looking at emails and going back to like, I can't shut it off sometimes. I struggle with that.
Okay, so when you struggle with shutting it off, and, okay, so I wanna go back to your marketing though, because I think that's important, especially because you're a new agent. We've been in that position of, do we wanna spend, I've been in that position of like, oh, I just got this nice check, but, oh, do I wanna spend the money on that postcard? No. Okay, so they claim, they say a statistic is you need to put at least 15% of, aside for marketing materials. Okay. If you don't have 15% aside for marketing materials, that's fine. But now we gotta like really establish what's important for marketing materials and tools. So in this case, you do social media. Everybody's seen Rebecca on social media. Okay, I love it. That's free. Okay, but you can only do so much on social media, and doing funny videos and doing TikToks and everything, or doing even informational videos, that is fine because it keeps you out there in front of people. However, I want to know, as an agent, what have you done in your career that makes me want to hire you as a realtor? And it's not diminishing what you're doing. Absolutely not. It's just more of, now the marketing for social media is one thing, the marketing and your professionalism is another thing. So the first thing that I did when I started in the business, I ended up getting my marketing person, I asked for 1,000 postcards, like the rectangular ones, really nice ones, glossy material. And I put all my information on the front with obviously my headshot, my information, my DRE license and everything. And in the back, I put all the homes. These are homes that if I didn't close that many at that time because it was my first year in real estate, but I did short sale negotiations. So I remember those addresses, and I didn't have to put the addresses, but I said sold at boom and put the city. I didn't have to put the address. This is, and it's a
And the price, the city and the price, and that's
the
it.
city and the price, sold within boom days, or I could add anything to it. And the beautiful part about it is that you think the customer's gonna be like,
They don't have the time.
they don't have
the
time to look, but they have time to view that postcard. And if it's a postcard that really sticks out, great, you know? And what I do, and the fact that is 1,000 postcards, I had postcards for days. I didn't have to worry about, because I used to do this, printing 250 flyers at the Office Depot up here on Mountain and spending like 80 or $100, and that was getting pricey. When I got the postcards, it was more established. I already had them. I had them in the trunk of my car. I went to whatever city I wanted to market, and I went boom, 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 boom. And I did videos and said, hey, I'm just pulling out my postcards, and it just circled that way. And then from there, you move on from postcards. Then you could do like a magazine, a small magazine, or you could do a little, what's it called, a newsletter, just things of value that you need to post out. Super easy. Okay. But just, you cannot forget about marketing.
Yeah.
All right, so, Ursi, thank you for coming, because you know I was gonna give you a shout out. Ursi is here. Okay, so Ursi, we're on page 11 so that you don't get lost. We're talking about now reframing your beliefs. So we reframe our beliefs from now being limited to now being unlimited. How does it feel? Because now once you do that, you've already started being productive about your business. Do you agree or disagree? When I say being productive is now that you've established something that you've written down that I'm not going to do this, but I'm going to think about doing it this way. Now that's a good solid foundation. Now you started by saying that you wanted to do a schedule for the week. I don't know why anybody doesn't do it. They just do it like off the fly, off the cuff. Like, okay, well I got this. Oh,
Exactly.
I can just do this. Oh, okay, wait. Oh, you want to have lunch like in an hour? Okay, you know, hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing. Yeah, no. Oh, I have to call that client. No, I'll just put it into that. No, we can't do that. Does that lunch cost us business? Well, it costs us money, yeah, but does it cost our business? Yes, it does. Let's move on to introducing the agent business model. That is going to be on page 13, guys. The agent business model, when I decided to do the business foundation boot camp, it's again, we are business owners. We have to think as business owners. So business owners, like my mindset is that of a my business is 9 to 5. I want to have a cutoff at a certain time and after my work so that I can focus on my family, my personal life. Champion and Cheekies need me too, you know. I mean, the dogs like require attention, you know. So I want to make sure that everything balances out. But at the same time, I want to make sure that I don't lose track of what's going on in my business. And I'm not going to be up on the computer till midnight. Our brain needs to shut off.
Yeah.
Okay. Really quick, going back to the limited belief is I said that I don't have time to go to the gym. Now I wake up I get woken up at 3:30. I technically will get up at 4:15. I'll be at the gym by 5 a.m. And the beautiful part about that is that when I get to the gym, I do my workout. I see some people in the industry that I didn't even know that they were still in the industry that are at the gym. And I get out of the gym, I do my hour workout, I get out, I go home. If I get out at 6, I'm home at 6:15. So I just start up my day right there. Like I would normally start it up when I wake up because I would wake up at 5:30 or 6 anyway. So you see, now I have all this time. I've already completed my gym. But what did I need to do in order for me to get up at that time?
Go to bed earlier.
Yeah. Go to bed earlier. So the times so you guys understand, I would waste time like this. What am I doing? Scrolling Instagram with the TV on. So I'm like this. I'm in my living room. I'm like this. I'm gonna go back on my couch and I'm going like this. With the TV on, I'm wasting what? Time. I'm wasting time, wasting money. At the same time, what did that do to my brain?
You're not able to shut down.
I don't shut down.
Yeah.
This doesn't shut down. My phone is programmed at 10 o'clock. Do not disturb. It's any tech. I won't see it until the following. Guess at what time? 9 a.m.
Oh, wow.
You know why I decided to do 9 a.m.? This is just a personal preference. Because I think it's a bit rude when I used to get in a text message from an agent at like 5:40 in the morning asking me what to do on a car form. And I'm like, okay, so, we have business hours and I treat my business like a business. My operating hours are 9 a.m. Okay, 10 p.m. for the phone to go automatically on do not disturb. I think that's more than good enough, right? So that was my limited belief that I couldn't make it to the gym. And look I undid it and now I go to the gym and Jennifer has gotten a text message from me where I'm like, hey, and she's like, no, you are not texting me at this time. Just to say hello, hi, just want to say good morning. But yeah, so I changed that all around and honestly it worked out really well. Yeah, remember, it takes about 30 days to start creating a habit and then 90 days for it to just be like instant, like nothing. I have so much time in the day. Like I come home and I'm like, what do I do? I'm like, oh my gosh, I could do this. I've gone shopping after the gym and I'm like, oh shoot, okay, I still got time to get ready to go to the office.
How many hours do you sleep?
I go to bed at no joke, it's routine. I go to bed at 10:40 in the morning. At night, 10:40 at night. Yes.
And you wake up at 3:30 and then.
I wake up at 4.
At 4?
6 hours.
6 hours?
It's good enough sleep.
No, you gotta sleep at
Well,
least
if you sleep deep,
So you see this handy dandy ring?
what is it?
The belief, I love this. I'm glad that we're talking about beliefs. The belief and the myth is that we need 7-8 hours of sleep. You know that's it's not true. It's not true. That's a belief. That's something that they want to make you think that you have to do that. Your body can do well enough with 6 hours sleep. My significant other, he goes to bed at 8:30 and wakes up at 2:30 or 3 in the morning. And he's good to go for the day. And has so much more energy than sometimes I do. And I'm like, are you kidding me? But it's a thing that's been taught to us that we need to have 7 hours of sleep. The Aura ring, which is what I invested in, but something that you invested in, I don't want to get off track. That tells you how, if your body is good enough, if it's been rested, and if your mind is fine, because it reads all your body vitals.
I've heard of that. I've heard a lot of good things about it.
It's the best investment that I've done for my health. So again, remember, not only is the foundations of your business how you schedule your week, it also depends on how you are in your personal life as well as your health. The number one thing that Jennifer at the office, Jennifer Puglisi, and I have said, and I actually really I follow this to a T, to a map. If you don't have health, you have nothing going for you. Because if you're sick like a dog, can you work in your business?
No.
If you're tired, can you handle your business? If you're tired, you haven't had any sleep, and you're extremely moody, do you want to answer that phone call, or should you not answer that phone call? Do not answer the phone call. Why? Because you may rage on the person on the other line, because you're not well equipped, you're not ready. Okay, so let's get ready. Let's talk about the 4 models, guys. The 4 models of our business, as you can see from here, is going to say our 4 models are operational model, organizational model, career development model, financial model. No one ever likes to talk about finances. Rebecca struggles with not wanting to be realistic about the fact that she needs to have marketing money for her marketing, right? Because everything else is free. I love free. Don't get me wrong, I love free, especially like a freebie thing. I am great with, but we have to talk about the stresses and the financial model. If we wanted to take a vacation, but yet we don't want to talk about our finances, will we ever be able to take a vacation? No. Okay. Operational model. Operational model has to do with any activities that makes us what? Money. So does taking a lunch midday for 3 hours, does that make you money?
You're signing a listing contract.
Well, marketing says yes, but you know what I mean? But no, think about it, guys. Be realistic. Does a 3-hour lunch, supposedly, hold on, I love the way we use it in our business. Power lunch. Right? We've heard that, right? I'm not making fun. This is being the realistic terms of what we do in the business. No one wants to say them, but I'm saying them. Does that create money? No. If it's giving us a listing, that's different, totally different story. Okay. Or on a closing, if I have a 2-hour lunch, a lunch with a client, yeah, that could. Why? It could lead to potential future business or referral. I'm okay with that, but it has to make sense. And whatever I miss on today, I have to make sure I have it on track for the following day. I don't want to skip out on an activity that was supposed to be intended for today. If it's intended for today and I miss it, guess what I have to do? I have to throw it into the following day and rearrange my day. So you should always be looking on your schedule all the time. Next thing, your roles. Organizational model, we're going to talk about responsibilities on your listing and your roles in your career development. Your career development has to do with everything with your performance and standards. We will touch bases on all of this. Are we touching on all of it today? No, because that's a whole lot and it's a separate class. But this is what we're going to be going into. The financial model, I can't wait to do, because this is what's really going to be an eye-opener. Do you guys know your goals of what you want to make for 2026? How much do you want to make in commissions this year?
I would hit 100,000.
Are we there yet?
Not yet.
And we're almost at 6 months into the year. That's sad. We got to work on that, because we're 6 months goes by like that. I just feel like I just said Happy New Year. We're already 6 months in.
Yeah.
Okay. Shoot. How much do you want to make for the year? 150. Are we there yet?
Almost.
No.
No. I was busy the first
half.
Yeah.
Okay. Then what happened?
Well, I just closed my last transaction that I have. And now I'm focused on getting new clients. I'm showing properties to a new client, but I need more clients.
Okay. I like that. That's what I want to hear. You will have more time. We got to get you up earlier. What's your goal for this year?
At least 100, but like you said, we have 6 months only. But You can do it. Like some years, I don't do nothing in 6 years.
And it happens towards the end
And
of
I
the
do
year, right?
it in 6 months, you can do that amount.
I agree.
Yeah.
I 100% agree.
And
That can happen. But because you've already set yourself up the first 6 months so that by the end of the year, all that you focused on in those first 6 months roll in, but then you even have some for the following year, which will be 2027. I can't believe we're saying 2027. What is
Oh,
your
yeah,
goal, Ursi?
6 months.
I don't think you wanna hear it.
Oh, Jesus, hold on.
Let me get my,
200,000,
hold on.
200,000.
Let me get my croissant. Hold on. What is it?
Different concept.
What is it, Ursi?
Whatever God wants me to do, whatever God blesses me with, that's how I do my business.
No, that's a good answer.
Amen to that.
is good, yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Whatever He blesses me with, I'm fine.
Even if you have a horrible client.
No, I've always had, I always had, in fact, last year I worked so damn much, and I paid so much in taxes, it's like, I'm thinking, whatever our Lord wants to bless it, God, thank God I had money to pay the taxes.
Oh, yes, that's another one.
So, whatever He blesses me with, I'm great with.
Okay.
It's a good attitude.
Well, I love that attitude. Okay, so with that said, since we're gonna be talking about those 4 models, and that's gonna be like a coming soon, because I can't wait to discuss those models. Look on page 14, please. Page 14 is going to do a breakdown of those models. Okay, the first one is the financial model. Which includes the entrepreneur mantra, which is your profit requirement. I don't know about you guys. For the next class, should we talk about the financial model? Because we're talking about the fundamentals of building your business, or your foundations. But what do you guys think? Do you guys want to go straight into the nooks and crannies, your commissions, and what it entails for you to succeed? Or would you like to discuss more about what you should do within the day, your activities?
What we should do.
Oh,
If we know what to do, the money will come.
What's that saying? Like, if they build it, if they will come with Field of Dreams. Okay, we could do that. So I like that. So we'll do that. And on page 14, the financial model, we're gonna talk about profit requirements, which I already told you about, your commission rates, your transaction benchmark, meaning your volume. So you guys know how to calculate volume, right? No? You think? Okay. Do you know how to calculate volume?
That's like volume.
The volume. Do you know how much volume you sold already?
You're talking about what percentage of sales?
Not even percentage. It's the actual number of
Your volume, I
sales.
see what you're saying.
Volume.
Like, I can tell you the volume in my business of what I closed from January to now.
I can tell you how much I closed with volume from beginning of the year to now.
The prices of the properties, right?
Thank you.
Property closed.
Thank you. So if you sold 5 $250,000 homes, which you know those don't exist anymore, way more, how much did you sell?
You said 5.
5 $250,000 homes. I haven't pulled out the calculator.
Yes, because you don't know.
1.2.
1.25, that is your volume.
Oh,
Okay. So we'll talk about volume, and we'll talk about financial statements, your expense budget, because here's the thing, she spoke about marketing materials and expenses, but have we thought about, okay, we get a $25,000 check. Yes, we have to pay bills. But what is it that we really make? We don't make $25,000. You know that, right? Because what do we have to put? We have to put away for taxes, we have to put away for marketing, we have to put away for mortgage, we have to put away for MLS, for MLS dues, the Supras, everything related to our business. So we're talking about that. The operational model, your real estate priorities, what does that entail? Lead generation, lead conversion, servicing. Does it include 3-hour lunches? No. Second one's prospecting and marketing. Third one, sellers and buyers. And systems. We've heard of systems. Does anybody use systems? Ursi, I know we already discussed this. Girl, I'm glad you're here. Okay. But I'm happy with it because you already explained to me what you wanted to do, what you're doing with your website, what you want to do on it. I think it's a phenomenal idea. Do we have systems? Do we use systems? Did you guys hear her?
Honest, I love it.
I love it. Did you hear her?
What is
She
it?
has a Rolodex.
I don't know, you know,
You know what a Rolodex is?
Yeah, it's a little thing you turn like a wheel and it's got
All
everybody's numbers, cards in alphabetical order.
So remember how back in the day, like back in the day, you had a telephone book and then you write the phone number to the person? That's kind of like a Rolodex.
Like in cards?
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, if it works for you, that's all that matters, and it seems like it does.
This is my Rolodex. I have my Rolodex right here. Okay. So we gotta talk about systems. Do you guys use systems? No? Yes, what do you use?
What is this?
Yeah, are you by CRM?
There you go. That's a CRM. It's a system. Do you have a CRM?
Sweet.
These girls, I
We're
love.
working on it.
No, you're not.
We're working for, since last year.
Okay, so CRM, we gotta work on a CRM. We have to make sure that you guys have systems in place because if you're not, here's the thing, guys, think about it. If we don't have a CRM, how are we organized? If we don't have a schedule, how are we organized? Do we have a calendar for the year? Are we organized? And I'm not talking about calendar on your phone. Sometimes it's good to have a calendar as a book. Why? Because tells you right there. Just like, how can I say, it's in a notebook or in a calendar, like, let me see this one really quick, if I can borrow it. I'm not gonna read it, but this is gonna be a good,
I mean, I like.
I'll-
I use that one, I love that one.
Oh, yeah.
did you just write it out? Is this gonna be blank?
No, it's not blank.
Blink.
I think I have the doctor's appointment.
This is why I love this class,
Yes,
okay.
sweetie.
Okay, so you know how this, like a book has like a little tab in it? Okay, so if you have the tab right there, when you wake up in the morning or whatever, it'll tell you, okay, this is what I have going for my day. That is a system.
Oh, that's my system, I use that book.
Okay,
I have
systems.
systems. I have
You
a
got
system.
systems, okay,
That's
cool.
my
Oh,
system.
okay.
What's your system? Let's see, what's today's date? Today, okay, let's see.
La descubrió, amiga.
Hey, how come I didn't get invited to this? That's her system right there. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, but see, I already tabbed it out for you, so it's there. So you have it. Okay.
Por eso yo no lo bajé.
Okay, so we'll talk about that. So, and that's also being part of organized. Now, next thing, your career development model, it's your performance standards. Do you keep yourself accountable and do what you're putting in on your schedule? Are you actually performing? Does that make sense? So what you put on your schedule, are you performing?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
home inspection.
Definitely.
Should
We
we
have to go.
Lead conversion, prospecting, marketing. Okay, are we performing? If we're not performing, then we have a problem there. All right, guys, go to page 16.
I wanna be you, you're so organized and you're so like.
I have a disease, you know, it's called OCD. My significant other does not like it. He wants to like hang me sometimes, and I love him to death, but yeah, he doesn't like it. I have an OCD about being very organized, being everything. I have it to the point where if we're home and he puts the cup in the sink, I am like, I have a radar, and I go, beep, 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 beep. I'm like, and I look at him like, he's like, what? He goes, you what? He goes, you're too much, you're too much. So that's I'm crazy that way, but that's how I am with my stuff. I mean, maybe it's a pro and a con at the same time, but I mean,
It's a good and bad.
it's a good and bad, but I mean, he'll figure it out. He'll figure it out. Okay, so the question is, why do you work? Now, page 16 says, why do we work? Why is it that we work, guys? What do you love about it? Do you love your work because you can make extreme amount of money? Or do you love your work because what?
Because you're helping people, you're doing something that you love. I enjoy being with the people, I enjoy negotiating their contracts, helping them, protecting them against getting scammed or getting, you know, it's just so fulfilling. And you get to make money. You know, I mean, it's like a dual, it's like wonderful. I know it's not for everybody, but yeah, I've been doing this for 40 years and every time I get a listing, it's like I got my first listing. I love it.
Okay, so I love that answer. Did you know that nowadays, I'll take it to 2025, rolling to 2026, because like I said, last year in 2025, there was a certain percentage, a high percentage of agents that only closed one transaction. Sad. And then there's other agents, is this healthy? You live to work? All right. You work to live, right? When you work to live, it becomes comfortable, right? It's like, it's beautiful. You have the flexibility of doing everything. But when you live to work, what happens? You burn out. Okay, so think about it like this, guys. Let's take like the Starbucks. Starbucks opens every morning. I think that one opens at 5. I don't know.
5 a.m. they.
I don't like their coffee.
Oh, okay, well, this is not to bring them down, but okay. Keep your comments to yourself, Ernestine. Okay,
Guess it's good, huh?
okay. Let's get back to it. Starbucks coffee, whatever time they open at, it's a same time or a certain time, every day, right? And they close a certain time, every day, right? Okay. You guys open your business at a certain time and you close it at a certain time every day. But what's the difference between Starbucks and you guys? The difference is that they have set hours. They have a schedule. You guys don't have a schedule because you work and like overwhelm or do stuff within your schedule that has nothing to do with production. Starbucks produces, we don't know how many millions of dollars every day and produce an extreme amount of coffee that they serve every day. Why? Because again, they have organizational development skills. So what I'm trying to get with that is, would Starbucks survive if they open at noon, not have their inventory, not have everything laid out for them for the day? Would they survive?
No.
Why?
Because they don't
Because
have.
there's
They don't have what they
there's
need.
no structure, and unreplaced.
They're unreliable, there's no structure. And then like the likelihood, like let's say they open at 12 o'clock. They won't open at 12 o'clock, they'll probably open at 12:05. Why? Because they're hustling and bustling because they haven't prepared. Okay, so think about it that way when you guys are working on your schedules and what you guys need to do. So we already spoke about why we work and what we like to do. But the true success, not just financial success, but true fulfillment must be able to balance, and I said this before, what we do between work and how to make money and the things that you enjoy in life. Unfortunately, we only have 24 hours in each day. Identifying how you spend those 24 hours is critical to your success, both in your business and personal life. Have we ever come to think about that? No, right? Have we ever taken calls when we're having dinner with family? Have we ever, interrupted our family events or important life events due to work? Why? We shouldn't have to. Do you know that like people that have had successful real estate careers or that have had a schedule or foundation that have been able to fulfill everything and much more? Because like I said from the beginning, I said create boundary, create structure. Again, it's creating a foundation. That's why we're in this boot camp. So we need to figure out how we're going to implement this. So let's go to the next page. Next page is your career options. Your career options basically establish, this is the the Kiyosaki cash flow quadrant. I know you guys have seen this before. These are options for funding your aspirations. This talks a little bit about your finances. Let's talk about money. Who likes talking about money? Who said that?
Amiga.
Amiga, ¿pa' qué hablar?
Well, I already know where the amiga's having lunch today, so shoot, okay. Let's
What
talk about
page is that?
finances. No one likes to talk about finances. This is page
17.
17, guys. We're almost- What are we? Are you an employee?
Self-employed,
Business
business owner.
Are you self-employed or an investor? Which out of the four are you?
Which are the four? Can you be more than one?
Yeah.
Oh, business owner and investor.
Oh, no, but it's
Self-employed and business owner.
Okay, can I give you guys, can I be, forward with you guys? Can I be real?
Yeah.
You guys are not gonna get mad at me?
No.
You promise?
Mhm.
You wanna know what you guys act like?
Employee.
Thank you, employees.
Oh, wow.
Ya sabía.
I thought it was an owner.
Ding, 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 ding. It's sad, right? Why do I say that we act, well, like agents act like employees?
Because the low cash.
No idea.
Cause look, it says low cash, high time. You struggle and you do what Elliot does, but she's gonna get out of that funk. Focus on only this transaction all the time, 12 hours, 5 hours. It's on the time that it consumes her. For what?
And it's stressful.
That stresses you for what? A commission of 12, 15 grand?
Mhm.
And then you forget everything else that's around you. Low cash and all the time just for that. You are basically slaving yourself as an employee to that one transaction. Have you ever thought yourself that?
Then what do you do if you're having problems in one transaction and it really comes?
Everybody has problems with a transaction. Everybody does. It's a matter of how you handle it and how it allow it to consume you. If you allow it to consume you, you're done. You need to find a way where there's balance and you know how to structure it where it doesn't have a problem and you can deal with that problem justifiably within a matter of time. It's all about boundary and time. That's why I say do not disturb. Only focus that amount of time, focus only on that. If you're gonna be scattered all the way around, you are basically the employee of that transaction. And you are making minimum wage. And minimum wage is how much right now?
19, 20,
I don't even know how much minimum wage is. I think minimum wage is, I'm
21?
that's if you work at In-N-Out. I think in LA County, minimum wage is like probably 18, 15 an hour.
Something like a 9, they
Or
were
19,
19 to
I think they're bumping it 50
Yes.
cents.
Yeah, to 19.
Dios libre, thank you.
Minimum wage in California.
Okay, so that's what I'm getting at.
1690.
How much?
1690.
1690?
1690?
Almost, yeah, almost 17.
Put 17? I could put 1690, that's a dumb
That's-
California. Wow.
Okay, so let's talk about why do people succeed? They succeed because, and I'm gonna tell you
What
which
page?
I'll tell you right now, hold on. Page 18.
18?
Why do you think people succeed?
But they stop being employed?
Thank you. Norma is not even in this class, and she said because they're persistent, and I love that.
Oh my God.
Thank you,
Normita.
Because they're persistent.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Norita. Thank you for answering that.
They're consistent.
I'm consistent.
Okay, and they succeed, but are they employees?
Consistent and persistent.
Persistent, consistent, is
Almost the same, yeah.
same thing. But do they succeed because are they acting like employees?
No.
In our
Business
business,
owner.
thank you, they're business owners. So now you gotta put the hat on as a what? Business owner. If you put on the hat of as an employee, you might as well just go travel to Starbucks and get your little thing, your mandib, your little, what is it called? Little
Apron.
apron, and have them give you a name tag. Because we're not employees. This is the reason why we got into the business. So why do you think people succeed? They're driven, they have a schedule, they have a foundation of business development. Like I said, I want to recap. If Starbucks were to open at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, would they succeed throughout the day? No, because you guys have a business. Your business entails you need to know how you're prospecting, where are you marketing, what are you doing for the day? Are you cold calling? Are you door knock? Are you doing an open house on the weekend? Are you doing the swap meet? Are you doing a pop-up? Are you marketing on a magazine? Are you going to talk to new clients? Are you doing Popeyes? Do you see how many lists of activities I have named that are over 2 hands full? And
That's the most important
which is,
Parties.
that's not important.
You network at parties, that's where I got a lot of my business from.
What do you mean? When you go to,
We'll discuss about that some more. Okay, but now here's another question. Out of these, success is multidimensional, intentional, reactive, proactive, unintentional. Out of all of these, which one is the not as productive? You guys got 10 minutes of my time.
Which one is not
Which one is not,
productive?
which, like, out of the intentional, reactive, proactive, and unintentional, which is the worst to be?
Unintentional or reactive.
and
Who says reactive? Raise your hands.
I see that, I think that. It's either that or unintentional.
Do you know that the one answer is reactive? You know what that means, right? No? Reaction, emotional. You're like,
what?
That's reactive?
It's the way you handle
it's the way you handle a situation. Is that successful?
No.
So if you're stressed, do you think you're successful for the day? No, right, Elliot? No. Okay, we just kill it for the day. It's just
Yeah.
bad. Okay, so let's define let's define this really quick. Have I lost you guys? Are you guys good?
Yes.
No, it's really
Yeah.
good. I love all this information.
I know, I wish you could have me in your,
it.
I know that you want me in your pocket every time. She wants me like this small on her little shoulder. And I can be like, hi, Rusty. Like, what's going on today?
Oh, guys, it gives us all this good material. It is good.
Okay, let's talk about this really quick before I lose you guys. Okay, becoming intentional plus proactive. Intentional, you define your aspirations, so you have to be specific. So what's intentional for the day? Again, this goes back to scheduling and to your foundation building for the day and for the week. You have to be specific, so what are your aspirations? Number 2, develop your goals, plans, and strategies. You need direction, so what's your goal for the day? If my goal for the day is that I need to see 3 of my past clients, I better go and see 3 of my past clients. Am I going to have a 2-hour lunch with a coworker that coworker does have no production of business and I have like things in the pipeline? Are they gonna drag me down? Possibly, because they're gonna take me away from something that's gonna be more productive. So I have to now think twice and be like, is that gonna make me money? No, skip it. Proactive, implement vital activities. Seek consistent, efficient, and proficient. I like those 3 words together. That sounds really nice. That's taking action. Okay. Be accountable on a weekly basis. Do you guys have accountability partners? Well, I know you guys, both of you. Because, amiga, what are you doing? Amiga, estoy haciendo esto. Amiga, are you taking me to Fleming's? No, amiga, I'm going over here. I'm just saying.
Is she in line?
Yes.
I like Fleming's.
Okay. So a lot of agents have aspirations, but no direction, inconsistent action, no focus. So here's a question. What's one thing you know you should be doing consistently but aren't? Say it quickly. What is one thing you know that you're doing but consistently are not doing?
Following the process.
Calling with my
Yeah.
past client.
Yeah, she has to
Writing
email it to me.
cards to them. I used to do it 4 times a year. And I gotta get back to that.
You know that writing is a lost art? Did you guys know that?
Yeah.
Writing a card is a lost art. I still write cards. I write thank you cards.
Thank
My
you.
wrist hurts because I haven't written with a pen and my penmanship looks kind of weird now, but it's a lost art. So next thing, really quick, guys, because we got 7 minutes. Are you guys bored yet?
No.
Okay, so look at this. Aspirations, direction, action, focus, and dedication equals achievement. Did you guys think about that?
What page?
Hold on. I'll tell you right now. I don't think there's a page for that.
You're going through this real fast.
No, I'm not. You just got here at a different time.
Page 25.
I need a.
My aspirations.
Okay, so an equation for success is aspirations, direction, action, focus, and dedication. Have you guys done your, by any chance, I have to ask, because I don't know. Have you guys done your, what's that thing, that vision board? I know you did.
¿Cuál?
Just do me a favor, just like draw your vision board right here. Like, have you guys done a vision board?
No, it's
You're looking at me like I'm crazy asking you a question in like a different language. No,
but it's really good. I know it's,
No.
they're really.
She's my friend, you know, she's mi amiga.
I'm gonna put a vision board magnet on your car. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna plaster right there. I'm just kidding. Okay, so you guys, if you guys do vision boards, or if and when you do decide to do a vision board, do it. It's a beautiful thing. You can even do it on your phone and put it in your notes and just put pictures and say, this is my vision, this is what I want for the year. It's not late. Listen, we're May 12th. We're right before the 6th month, the half of the year. Let's get into that mindset, because you guys have to finish the year strong. I'm gonna forward it over to, and this is gonna be page 21. Got 5 more minutes, guys, 5 more minutes. Just hang in there with me. This page talks about SPAR, to master business foundation strategies. So what do you have to do? You have to study, you have to practice, you have to take action, you have to reinforce. So what do we do as real estate agents? We have to study what? The market. Guess what else we have to study? Our clients. Guess what else we have to study? The people we work with. Yeah, I know, you'd be surprised that you have to study the people you work with, meaning the agents that are in the industry. Haven't you ever wondered, wait, how come is it that I'm doing everything that I've been taught, but why is it that I can't get there? What is it? What am I doing wrong? So you have to study what they do. It's a form of it's a compliment, actually. It's not being stalkerish, so relax. Next thing, you have to take action. After you practice something, it's like when you practice handwriting, then you have to take action. So what will you do if you're practicing your handwriting, or when you were a kid, when you're practicing your handwriting, what did your parents have you do? Probably write your 1, 2, 3s, write a little note, write your name. So everything that you're studying, you're practicing, you have to take it to action and do something. And then what do? You reinforce it. You're continuously doing something. So it's like going to the gym at 4:30 in the morning. I'm waking up, I'm going to bed at a certain time, waking up at a certain time. It ends up becoming a habit in your business. You do your schedules, you form out your weekly schedule, you lay out what the principles that you're gonna have in a day, and you place your activities, and you take action and you reinforce it. So whatever you don't complete today should shift over to the following day, or schedule it for another day, but you make sure you have to complete it. It's your to-do list. Have you heard of a honey-do list? Well, for your husbands, they usually have a honey-do list. Honey, do this, honey, do that, you know, or in Spanish, soy la que hace esto, soy la que hace algo, soy la que ta-la-la. It's kind of like that, and you implement that, okay? We're gonna conclude, guys. Okay. This word.
So we're gonna go on section 3 next time?
No, go to page 22.
Oh,
Why are you making me go faster?
we're gonna get it, we're gonna conclude now. 22.
Oh, yeah, you're so bad. Okay, establishing your core business beliefs. This is where it becomes a little powerful. Okay, so the question I would ask you, this is page 23. What is it that you want, and how badly do you want it? What is it that you want in your real estate career?
I want to be able to run a successful business. I want to be an investor.
How badly do you want it? Okay, so if you want it really bad, what do you have to do? You have to start building. So we gotta start building. Remember, you cannot walk until you start crawling, right? So, and what do you have to do with that? You have to meet investors, you have to pick their brains, you have to go to classes, you have to learn about how to point out an investment property, you have to learn about assignments. And we actually just did this class.
We did.
So you have to go ahead and do that and start performing and doing it and implementing it. But at the same time, because that's what you want to do, don't lose focus on your real estate career. And that's something that you guys need to also remember. Just because you have a goal in mind to do something doesn't mean that you put all your eggs on that basket. You still have to perform your real estate business. You still have to close deals. They say that you have to at least have 3 things that you have to be doing within your business to make money. What is that, and how are you getting it? So you'll have buyers, sellers, and investors, buyers, sellers, and referrals, buyers, sellers, and past clients, buyers, sellers, and pop-ups, buyers, sellers, and swap meets, buyers, sellers, and an event. You need to have 3 things of business coming to you. Where is it coming from? Buyers, sellers, and maybe you need someone at Starbucks or that knows someone at Starbucks that wants to buy a house. Shoot, I ended up running into the meat guy at Vaughn's by my house, and I've known him for 8 years. I can't stand the guy. Cannot, because he's annoying. But it's so funny. He saw me, and I've always been nice, but he saw my pin, and I was there with it was an off day, but I still had my pin on me because I went to go show one property. And he's like, "You're a realtor?" And I go, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, I need to talk to you because I've been wanting to look at this property, but I don't have an agent." Perfect.
Oh,
Wow. Wait a minute, are you sure he doesn't date you?
I was thinking the same thing.
No,
I've been a little both.
Billy Goat is not wanting to date me because he knows my other half and they talk a lot, and I'm like annoyed when they talk. I'm like, oh my God, just go already. So again, I want to go back to that. We got to remember you have to have 3 forms of business coming in. All right, guys. I already spoke about this. What do you want? How badly do you want it? What fills up your cup and fulfills you? What areas of your life need to be funded? Do you know what that means?
what is
I mean, I like the song. Okay. What areas of your life need to be funded? Do you want to take a vacation?
Yes.
I do too. I can't wait to go on vacation next month. I earned it. I'm going to the World Cup. Yeah, it's costing me a pretty penny, but. Anyways, so what areas of your life want to be funded? Do you need a new car? Do you want to go on vacation? When was the last time you took a vacation? How are you going to get to that? Remember how I mentioned vision board? Think about that. That was page 25. All right, guys, we're going to finish with this. We're going to finish with, look at page 25 really quick. Are you looking at it? Okay. Page 25 says the 4 stages of an aspiration: the want, the desire, the passion, and the obsession. Once we fulfill what we want, we go through the desire part, the passion. Your business should you should be obsessed. What does that mean? That you have enough work balance, that you have business coming in and thriving, that's all you do. You know, I'm actually kind of jealous of the ones that have been in this business for a long time, but they figured it out. And I don't want it for me to be taking 9.5, 10 years to figure out the way that they become so successful that they don't even have to get business anymore. And they get business left and right. And you know what? They take vacations with their family and they're living a beautiful life. But what did they do is because they created a system, they implemented a system, and they didn't work. It's like they said, work smarter, not harder. They worked smarter. And what they did was just market themselves like a beast. They became obsessed with their marketing that it basically helped fund their career. I would love that. I want to be obsessed with marketing myself so bad and be out there and establish myself as an agent so that I have that life to live. Okay? So now I think food for thought would be this with you guys, if it's okay if I tell you this. Food for thought would be this. What is it that you want to be known as a business owner, not as an employee? That's one. And how are we going to get there? How is it that you want to be as a business owner? What do you want to have to do to be that as a business owner to establish yourself? And how do we get there? So if you want to make $100,000 a year, how are you pushing yourself out there? So, I mean, I can call you guys out. I don't see social media on you. Exactly. I don't see social media on you either.
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't know how you guys market yourselves. Referrals are referrals up to a certain point, to a certain extent. So I'm not nitpicking, is that it's out of observation. Do you like I've said this before, people remember you or because they've seen you or they've seen something of you. So how do they know of you, or how do they know, or to expect that, or for them to think that you're a realtor, but they don't see that. When anybody like that, they see me, Remax. I wonder why. This is Liz with
I
Remax
love that
Champion.
one.
I know, I love this
Yeah,
one too.
where'd
Isn't
you
that
get
cute?
that?
Little gracias.
No, someone from R4 that's in Texas, thank you for the one that's out there, sent it to me as a gift.
Oh my God, that's a
They-
nice
they hate
one. Yeah.
Okay, but let's not get back to it. So, I need to know, what are we doing? No, we're gonna be doing something about it because I don't like your nothing, okay? All right, guys, so,
Gotta
well,
do phone calls now,
you're gonna who?
phone calls.
I'm
Thank
gonna go
you.
back to my client. My
Back
past
to your
clients.
clients.
Past
Past
clients.
clients.
Listen, guys,
That it's in my phone.
so let me finish this off because it's already past time. You know who Justin is, right? He's somewhere here. Justin is right here. Guess what he does?
What?
Marketing.
Videos. Woohoo.
Justin, you do videos, right?
Yes.
He's the best about it. Okay. So he does videos. You know what he can also do and help you with? You can ask him, maybe brainstorm with him when he has time, just like schedule it in. Ask him, hey, Justin, what have you seen that is probably gonna be good for me to throw out there as far as a realtor, like real estate videos is concerned? Ask him. It's free. You know, free. But you guys gotta really think about that because here's the last thing I'm gonna leave you with. There's some core beliefs that that momentum has given us. And these are important. There's no growth without discomfort. I live in a world of abundance. The market does not and will not determine my income. My only limit is time. Focus is the key to success. I reap what I sow. Have you heard that one? I reap what I sow. So you get what you give. So if you don't give something out there, you're not gonna get anything. It is unacceptable for my business to earn $0. So I'm gonna leave it at that because that's a strong one. It is unacceptable for my business to earn $0. So guys, for the next class, which I can't wait to do this, we're gonna touch bases on it is unacceptable for my business to earn at $0. So for those that are on video, for you guys here, that's what we're gonna start with. Why is it unacceptable to earn $0? Because if we earn $0, what does that mean? We're not building a business and we have no business. So I'm going to help you get business. Okay? So your homework, and you don't have to do this, but I think it should be done if you haven't done it already. Today is what, Tuesday? Write out your list of tasks for the rest of the week. If you work till Friday, great. If you work till Sunday, great. If you have an open house, that's fine. But actually write down what time do you start, what time are you gonna finish? And obviously in between that, you have your breaks, like a lunch or whatever, or a dinner with family, but just make it consistent so that you're not driving yourself out of the norm, okay? That's how you're gonna lead a balanced work life as well as your personal life without having to have it consume you and without having it go crazy. And at the same time, I think food for thought, at any moment that you ever feel overwhelmed because of something that's significant that's happening within a transaction, take a breather. Sometimes it's good to just take 5 minutes, walk around the building, walk out of your home, walk out of your home office, the office, wherever you're at, and take a breather because sometimes you need it. But don't allow yourself to be an employee of a transaction when you are the business owner and the owner of your professional life. Okay? All right, guys, that's it. That is it.
Thank
I will
you.
see you next time.
You're welcome. So when is the next one?